Hey readers, good afternoon. So it's day 2 and I've got my fully painted side table. I actually ended up doing 2 coats of the white, 1 coat of the blue because I had done white underneath it, so it's actually 2 coats altogether. But I'm really excited the way it turned out, and I'm ready to do step 2, which is distressing, and step 3, which is a clear wax, and then you're done. So I've already actually distressed the back a little bit, just because I don't need to spend the whole video showing you what to do. So I'll show you how to distress the front. I have my 100 grit sand block with the handle right here. I like the handle, it just makes things easier. I'm pregnant. The more easy it is for me, the better the piece turns out. And then this is just a flat brush. I got it for $4 at Home Depot. It's clean. And when you're distressing, you're going to find that there's a lot of chalky residue that comes up because it's chalk paint. But you want to make sure that you clean that off with the brush because that mixing with the wax makes it very messy. So we want to make sure to distress, clean, then use a clear wax, and then we're done. So when you're distressing, rule of thumb is when furniture is old, it gets dinged when it's being moved and whatnot. So you want to make sure to sand the places that would just naturally be aged anyhow. Don't be shy. I have kind of put a thick layer of 2 coats on, so even when I'm putting my muscle into it, you can see, and hopefully you can see on the video, I'm not sure how clear it's going to come up, that there's only a little bit of a fraction of a wear that comes out. It's not going to take all the paint off, but if you really zoom in, you can see that there's actually going to be that layer of that kind of darkish blue and then the wood, which is cool, which is what I was talking about yesterday, and not being a big deal if there's paint underneath, because sometimes it shows through on the distressing and then you get that multi-layered look and it's really cool. So put a little elbow grease in there. You're going to get this upper edge. Excuse me, my station is a little rocky here, but you get the idea. Also get the corners right here because those are kind of the ones that naturally get dinged. Don't worry about having it be perfect all over the place. The whole point of having old looking furniture is that it's imperfect. So just kind of whatever you're eyeballing, you're like, oh, I like that, that kind of looks good. And you know what? If it doesn't turn out right, you can always repaint the whole thing tomorrow and start from scratch. Best thing about chalk paint is you can just repaint over it and boom, you got a whole new job from scratch. But obviously I don't want to do that, so we're just going to keep distressing. Now, when it comes to distressing between the drawers, I like to pull it out. And because old furniture from the 20s and 30s has, been opened and closed a lot of the times you'll see kind of a distressed line up here. So don't be scared to go ahead and distress it a little bit around the edges. You can see that since I did put that white coat underneath, now it's kind of showing through, which is cool because it kind of gives it that like two-tone glow. Oh, excuse me, always shifting when pregnant. So continue to distress through the paint layers so you can kind of see the underneath. So you get the kind of cool wood. Now I can see the Provence blue a little bit of the white, and it gives it that good old feel. And again, don't be shy, You can kind of start and stop, seeing exactly where the best distressing is, and watch your progress. So again, don't be shy. Now I'm doing this between the waxing and the paint phase. So this is my distressing phase, which I put in step 2. Some people do it after they wax. I find it's a little bit easier to get the chalk paint off before the wax has kind of sealed it. So it's a little bit of a shortcut, but it works for me. So I'll be back when we're about to put the wax on, and then we'll be done after the wax is applied.